Heroes of France has taken us from Sancerre to Puy-Foussay to Burgundy, red Burgundy, and now we're heading south into the Rhone Valley. And we have a very special guest. Audrey Vidal is joining us today, and her brand Banneret is one of my favorites. I've always really appreciated your wine, Audrey, so I'm very happy to meet you today.
Thank you, Ian, for inviting me. I'm very excited to be part of this video and very happy to meet you.
Everybody, this is a picture of your father, Jean-Claude.
My father, Jean-Claude, yes.
Great. Today we're tasting the 2020 Domaine
Mhm.
de Banneret Chateauneuf-du-Pape. And Chateauneuf-du-Pape is right in the heart of the south part of the Rhone Valley near Avignon, and a very historical spot. The Pope blessed this land. I'm not sure of the year. Was it like in the 1400s? Audrey,
Yes.
so tell us about the history of the estate, Audrey.
So both my parents are originally from south of France, and they moved into Toulouse when they were young because of their professions. But my father always had a dream as he grew up in the village of Châteauneuf-du-Pape, and he spent his young years surrounded by the vines. And as many children of his generation, he had the chance to had some experiences of harvesting and working in the sevens. And so he was very close to this product of the wine, and he also was very fascinated by everything which will enrich his senses and the taste. And by the end of the 80s, the 80s, his dream came true because a little plot of vine were in my grandmother's family for generation, and naturally my father wanted to take this vineyard and do something with it, but we had to do this with all the family and transport, as we had nothing. We had just the vines, but we didn't have the cellar or anything. So it was very much a story of family and friends and going through this dream together.
Beautiful and difficult because usually it takes a fortune to begin a project like this. So you all came together in support and had the
Yeah.
dream. That's
Yes, he was 50 when he realized his dream. So it is something that he keeps on saying to me. He said, dreams, you will never get too old to have dreams.
beautiful. There's your father, your mother, your husband, your son. Your son is the next generation.
Yes, we hope so. I mean, as we are trying to give him the taste of working together and give him the value of doing things in family, I hope that he will follow us.
Now, how many total acres or hectares are you farming?
So now the estate farms about 5 hectares, more or less. 4.5 hectares are dedicated to the red Châteauneuf-du-Pape, where the all 13 different grape varieties are planted. And the half hectare is planted only with the white grapes, and it is dedicated to the white Châteauneuf-du-Pape, the small cuvée called Le Secret.
Very nice, very nice. And with your vineyard and your vines, these look like untrained, untrellised, kind of single cane bush vine type of approach, no water. Is there any farming practices that you are using?
So, as I said before, we feel very close to the environment, so we try to respect it at the best, as we do in our current life, in our normal life. And so we for example, we respect precise mapping for mixing all the grape varieties because we know that they will defend themselves better and they will. Je sais pas le dire. The
They will.
complementation also helps for the maturity to get to be reached, and we don't use any pesticide for the grass. We just till the soil very often. As you can see in this picture, it is mainly composed by sand. So we have different kind of soil like sand, clay, limestone, and pebbles.
The wine we're tasting today is truly special because it is a Chateauneuf de Pape, and it has the opportunity to have 13 different grape varieties, and yours has all 13, right, Audrey?
Yes, this was part of the dream also. We wanted to keep the old tradition and to keep this complementation of and mixed grape varieties into our vineyard. And so we think that this variety helps the wine to find a natural complexity. And it's very interesting in the year when it is very hot or very dry because as we have different kind of flavors, the wine will find its natural balance. For example, the white grapes will give some acidity, natural acidity, and we never go through. We never harvest overripe grapes.
And is everything fermented together, co-fermented?
Yes, this is also very important because we use the natural yeast that are present on the skin of the grape, and mixing all these varieties bring different yeast. So it's really interesting in this fermentation phase. It's really interesting.
Very good. And total time in wood is about a year and a half, maybe 18 months.
Yes, exactly. So it stays for 18 months and then it is bottled, and we try to keep it for 6 months in bottle before releasing it because we believe the wine needs to 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 rest a little before open the bottle opening the bottle.
Our 2020 example tonight is another beautiful rendition, and it is very capable of a very nice long life. Well, Audrey was a little hesitant in joining
Yeah.
us tonight, thinking that her English isn't very good. But Audrey, I'll tell you, it's just so wonderful to hear it from you and to see you and to meet you and to learn about your property from you. So I want to thank you very much. You did a great job, and it was wonderful to see you. And the wine is gorgeous, and I'm very proud to feature it in our store. It's one of our best selling in the Rhone, and we really enjoy carrying your wine.
Well, I have to thank you for your support. I wish I could visit you and so we can meet and have a glass of wine together. But I'm really grateful to have people like you who believe in us and support what we do in daily basis. So thank you so much, really.